Hello, hello, hello. My name is Tamara Hamilton. I blog about the business of beauty, and we're going to do some self-care Saturday. I've started the steamers, and in filling them up, I did waste a little water on myself, so I guess I'm not picture perfect in this. Oh, I'm still cute. Yes, I am still very much cute. So, it's self-care Saturday. Normally I do come live and do Friday facial, but I did not yesterday, because I decided not to. So I am live today and hoping my steamer is on. Hoping my steamer is on. I know the towels are warming up. I think this looks like it's off. Yeah, I hear it now. It's starting. It's just warming up. It's warming up. It's just taking its time. We're going to get some lip scrub on, because I get eczema around the mouth. It gets itchy. And we'll do some self-care and chitty chat. Chit chat. Okay, so couple reminders. Number one, I will not be bringing on anyone live with me that I do not personally know. I'm not going to put my channel at risk. I'm not going to put my reputation at risk. I'm not going to, this just isn't that kind of live, okay? So you please don't request to come on live with me, because we won't be doing that. The products that I am using, I am an affiliate for, and you can check out the link in my bio for more information. As a first-time customer, you would save 20%, and that can actually be 30% with our subscribe and save program, which hopefully you'll stay on with me and you will hear more about. So right now I'm putting on the creamy cleanser, and I'm just waiting. It seems to be on, and it is plugged in. It was not on, maybe. Probably not a good idea to look in it like that, but it was definitely off. It looks like there's some light. Feels like it's trying to warm up. It usually doesn't take this long, so. And I did just fill it up. But I'm ready for my steam. I love to steam. I need the steam. There it is. It's coming out now. It's coming out. It is coming out. Oh, it's coming out. Because I've been waiting to do this all day. I love steaming. If you steam, do facials at home, or go and get them professionally done, please comment and let me know. I'd love to hear from you. So get the steam going. Gotta always have the steam. I like to do this a couple times a week. Get that deep cleanse and conditioning, because this cleanser also conditions. I actually put a little bit of essential oil in there this time, and I did it the right way. I put it on these little pads so that I don't tear my steamer up like I've done a few times before. Oh, that feels so good. Clean it all away. Just steam it all the way. So, how is everyone's weekend going? I'd love to hear from you. My Saturday was nice and chill. Did a bunch of errands. I went to the grocery store, went and picked up some other things that I needed for around the house. And just, yesterday was nice and vibey too. Yesterday, I actually kind of just took off. I just like unplugged, and I took a really hot, steaming, deep soaking bath, and that took quite a while. I did my skincare. I did a sheet mask, but I didn't, go live or anything. It was just me. It was just a lady and her self-care. That's how we rolled yesterday. So I want to get the steam, get the face nice and steamy, and then we're going to move into the exfoliator. Get the paste on. I woke up this morning and wound up watching another creator live. That was nice. She did a nice live. Her little boy is so cute. True Work at Home Mommy over on Instagram. And her and I were chit-chatting, and I came up with some ideas for some more content. We were talking about the Pinterest Creator Rewards program. I'm in that. I've been in that I was one of the first people in it. I know there's some TikToks on it that I've done. It's probably the best paying creator program out there. But that doesn't mean that it's a cakewalk. You know what I mean? Like, and it's a new program, and I'm grateful to be in it, but sometimes it's a little frustrating, while they're working everything out and figuring things out. So, Pinterest is a platform that I've been telling people for years to get on board with, because you know how the conversation about Pinterest came about. We were discussing blogging. I think she also is a blogger. And so we were discussing blogging, and she was asking if Pinterest was good for blogging. And I'm like, girl, yes, they go hand in hand. Like, you literally can drive traffic to your blog from Pinterest. And like, Pinterest has been my fastest growing platform since like 2018, 2019. I hit 1 million views over on Pinterest. Was it during the pandemic? During quarantine, I think, is when I think I hit 1 million views on Pinterest. It even got up to 3 million at one point. It's about 600,000 now, which is phenomenal considering 2 of my blogs I've taken offline, while I rebrand and rehost them, because the current host, I feel, is trying to extort me. And so we will get those back up, hopefully by the end of summer, by the end of year for sure, and preferably by the holiday season, because my blogs, I think blogs, and this is what we were talking about, is I think blogs are probably the best content creation that creators should have out there. You can self-monetize them. You do not, I repeat, you do not have to wait for brand sponsorships, which you don't have to wait for those anyway. You can always pitch a company. But that's how I created mine, was to I self-monetized it. I was like, I've been waiting around for nobody to say when they can pay me. I'm just gonna go ahead and self-monetize. And I know I've talked about it in other lives, how I did that, how I self-monetized. But you can drive traffic from Pinterest over to your blog. Now, it is a little different than it was in years past, because of idea pins. Idea pins don't currently link out to your blog. There's some workaround people have to do, but it's still, Pinterest has always been my number 1 or number 2 source of traffic to my blogs. And like I said, I've been as high as 3 million views a month, and I'm currently at 600,000. Now, I'm not saying all 600,000 are going over to my bliggy blogs. I'm not saying that. I did not say that. But imagine 4%, 5% of, 500,000 viewers every month, 500,000 unique users every month going, well, I don't know if they're unique, but let's just say 500,000 users. I don't know if they're unique. I'd have to look deeper at the stats. Are 5% of that? That's still a nice amount of traffic going over to my blog organically, which means I'm not paying for advertising for them to go over to my blog. So yes, Pinterest is great. And I've been asked so many times to do a Pinterest course, and I had really kind of moved away from social media marketing courses because platforms change so much and so frequently. But because of the Creator Rewards program, I am thinking about doing a course that is more focused on creators, with, which will of course include some marketing. So sipping on my detox tea, and I have collagen in here to help me sleep, because that's one of the benefits of the collagen. And get all nice and steamy. It feels so good. What else did she ask me? What else were we talking about this morning? We were talking about Pinterest. We were talking about blogging. Blogging is important because blogging, you quote unquote own your blog. Okay. So what that means is, like, I've been doing this since 2013. April of 2013, blog was up by June. Okay. My business page on Facebook went up like June 17th of 2013. And here's what I can tell you. Facebook is so completely different than it was back then. Instagram is completely different than it was back then. TikTok wasn't even TikTok back then. I think it was Musical.ly, if it was even around. Pinterest is mostly the same, but like I said, they're really focused on these idea pins. So I say all that to say that social media changes, right? And not only do they change, their algorithms change, what they're focused on changes. And when they change, that can dramatically impact your business if you are heavily reliant on the social media for your business purposes, okay? So if you're heavily reliant on them, and, like for me, Instagram was a huge driver in my business for so long. And when they rolled out stories in like 2016, it impacted me. And I didn't like it. And I was stubborn. And I didn't write stories right away because I didn't understand them. And so that impacted me. But it didn't, because I had my blogs and I had my email list and I had these things that I owned. The other thing that happens is I have a friend who frequently gets booted off of Facebook. They shut her down, or they, make her show proof of who she is. And in the meantime, she can't be on Facebook managing her groups and doing other things. And so that's why having your blog is important. Now, let's talk about, do you really own your blog or not? It's going to depend on how you set it up. I've always been a fan of WordPress. That's who I learned from, and she was one of the best at it. And so I've always been a fan of not only WordPress, but the WordPress, I think it's .org, that you pay for. And I'm not going to go into all the details of the difference between .org and .com. Just know that if you pay for it, you're going to get the search engine strength, and it might take a little bit longer, but you're going to get the search engine strength. And that's you actually owning your blog, your website, and you can do a lot more with that blog and website when you pay for it and you pay for hosting, okay? If you do the free WordPress, you don't have as much freedom, okay? But also know that even though you pay for it, the host can still shut you down, okay? The host can still shut you down for a few different reasons. So even though you technically own it, it's still not 100%, but it's the most owned of everything out there. You do not own Facebook. Facebook don't care about you. They don't care how much you spent on ads. They will shut you down. And then if you have no other way, no text message list, no text message / SMS list or email list to reach those people, you are out of luck, okay? So that is why I am a huge fan of blogging, and the search engine strength that you can get from blogging when you know what you're doing, and it doesn't take a whole lot of skill set or knowledge, and you can even outsource it and get some SEO strength, and you can really, oopsies, you can really drive traffic, right? Organic traffic, and then you can boost that. You can pay for ads with Google directly, you know, to show up on the top spot. But depending on your niche, depending on what, you know, your articles and your blog is about, you might not even need to pay for it. Because I've been on the first page of some really high traffic searches in Google organically without paying for it. Okay. You just gotta, like I said, you gotta have your strategy. Your strategy needs to be solid. Other reasons to have your blog: people are going to be looking for you if you're creating content going live like I am right now. People are going to be looking for you. They're going to be looking for you. They're going to vet you, right? And back in the 80s, the 90s, even the early 2000s, the yellow pages, the white pages is how people would find you. White pages if you were a person, yellow pages for businesses, right? So people want to vet you. They want to search for you. And having that space on Google, along with having a Facebook business page, is a great way for people to vet you, to learn about who you are, to check you out, make sure you're legit. So see, I'm telling y'all, splashing water on your face is not cleansing your face. You've got to cleanse your face, right? My face was clean. I did go outside and I haven't cleansed it since I've been out in the environment and that. But that's what, I mean, that's what you want to do. You want to clean it. You want to cleanse your face. You've got to cleanse it. And I love having the warm towel on there. So people want to vet you, right? You do not need a 100-page website. In fact, for a lot of my clients, it is often 2, 3, 4, 5 pages at most that most people need. And one of those is a blog where all of your articles are. So you end up with more than 5 pages, but I'm talking about like on your menu bar, more than 5 is pushing it. You really only need, like I said, 2, 3, maybe 4, right? And one of those is going to be your blog, right? And some people have launched multi-million-dollar businesses with a single page website, okay? A single page website, right? And so that can be a blog, that can be a freebie page, you know, you're giving something away. So blogs are very, very powerful. I highly, highly recommend them. I did a blogging course years ago. But again, I don't like doing technical courses because number one, teaching tech is not my ministry. It's just not my ministry because I'm kind of gifted technologically. And so because of that, anything that just comes to me kind of naturally, I don't teach really well. But things that I had to learn, that I had to master, I tend to be able to teach and pretty well. So I don't like teaching how to set up your blog and all that. I prefer teaching the SEO piece. I prefer teaching what is your blog strategy, because that was one of the things we talked about this morning. Is your blog is the hub of all of your marketing activity. You know, everything, all roads need to lead to your blog is what I mean when I say that. Oh my God, this toner, I just love it. I want to bathe in it. Absolutely love this toner. So all roads should lead to your blog. And I figured that out really, really early on. And that's why I was successful with my blogs. And what I love most about a blog is that you can create a piece of content and share it over and over and over again on autopilot. I've done it on autopilot. Back in the heyday, I had Social Oomph and I had a queue and it would shuffle. Now I use Smarter Queue and it just shuffles it and poop, and it sends it out to like all the platforms regularly. And what I love about a blog is when you follow the strategy that I learned and that I teach, that I've, made my own and that I teach, is that I don't know about you, but I don't like answering a lot of questions. I don't like answering a lot of questions, especially the same questions. So when I get questions, I can just literally send people the link to the blog post. And from within the blog post are links for them to order. Okay? So back in the day, you would start a blog mainly for search engine. But my thing that I did, beep, beep, is that I had the strategy of creating my market, developing my audience, and not just relying on social media. I think we'll do a sheet mask tonight, so I'm going to go grab one out of the refrigerator. I'm not going to do an eye mask because it doesn't look like I really need it, and I'm just going to bed. So I'm not going to do an eye mask, but I'll be right back. I'm going to keep talking to you about blogging, so stay right there. I'm going to go get a sheet mask out the fridge because it's not a mini fridge. It's not like a skincare fridge. It's a mini fridge that's stacked to the rim with masks. So let me go grab one and decide which one I'm going to do. I did aloe vera, I did collagen, so I think I'll do hyaluronic acid today. Okay, so don't go anywhere. It's just like not even 5 feet away from me. Okay. Actually, because I've been in the sun a lot this week, I'm going to do the red ginseng mask. And I see y'all are still here. So thank you for still being here and being patient as I grab my sheet mask now. Warning, trigger warning. I'm going to look a little crazy for a second, but I'm still keep talking to you. All right. So yes, I am a huge fan of constantly hydrating my face, but I am also a huge fan of blogging. I love it. Don't think you have to be a great writer in order to blog, because one of my girlfriends, she has a blog that's literally just YouTube videos. Every post is a title and YouTube videos. So you can make it what you want. Okay. So, I like to appeal to all the different type of quote unquote blog readers or visitors. So, that's something that if you wanted to work with me or needed help, I could help you do, is figure out, what your strategy for your blog is, including how often you're going to post and that. But yeah, so blogging is very important in these social media streets as they all continue to duke it out. Because I don't know if you've noticed, but TikTok is becoming more like Instagram, and Instagram is becoming more and more like TikTok, right? And so as they're duking it out, and we benefit somewhat from that, but it also can, get all up in our business and mess things up too. So that's why it's important to have that email list and your blog that you can be sending out posts and videos to and driving traffic to that blog and even retargeting it. I'm not even going to talk about, it's so cold on the refrigerator. But yeah, blogging is the business. And the thing is, once you've got it set up, you don't have to blog every day. You don't have to blog even every week, because my main blog, which is down right now, I took it down, once I, did my initial run and got that blog going, I would really only like 2 months out of the year, 2, 3 quarterly, I would do like a blogging blitz where I would just for 1 month pump out as much new blog content as I could. But then what also happens is once the blog is up and you follow the strategy that I teach, which is really about serving and providing information, you will find that sometimes it's just necessary to update old content, right? Your older content, and repurpose it, reshare it, update it so that, it looks fresh, it looks clean, and you're always creating those fresh pins on Pinterest. So blogs are my jam. I love blogging. Did you guys tell me if you've got blogs? Who has a blog? Do you have a blog? Tell me about your blog, what your blog is. Don't drop the link because I think they get a little crazy when you do that. But what do you have a blog? What is your blog about? My detox tea with my collagen. Sheet mask. If you're new coming in, say hello. Don't forget, if you have questions about any of these products, you can just drop them in the comments. You can also visit my link in the bio or description of this video wherever you're watching, because we got multiple devices going here. And so you can go check that out. Remember, first-time customers save 20%. That can be 30% with the Subscribe and Save program, which has a lot of benefits. 10% off of every order. Any order that goes on an auto bill, you get $1 for every 10 that you spend, and you can earn up to an annual savings pass of 50% off, good off of one order, okay? The Subscribe and Save, all the benefits include a birthday discount. You get like $20 off for your birthday. Sometimes you get early access to new products, different sales in that. So I'd say it's a really good loyalty program. Even as an affiliate brand partner, I also earn on, for my loyalty for buying from myself as well. So definitely recommend that. You also, if you're looking to start a self-monetized blog, I can help you get your blog set up and help you self-monetize with the same products that I use. So all you have to do is just, thank you. Somebody loves my hair. Thank you. Just comment, or make sure you DM me or comment on one of my other posts, because I know over on TikTok that the live video doesn't stay. It doesn't stay. So I love it. Love it, love it, love it, love it. It's elderberry and mint. So good. So good. So I'm going to roll this. What questions do you perhaps have about blogging that I can answer for you? I've got, my first blog was a Tumblr. It's not bad. It's not what I would go to for search engine strength, though. To get to be found, right? So remember, because your blog can help you be found, it can help more people find you, but it also, you can use it to create a market, right? You can use it to build your email list. There's so many different things you can do with your blog. One thing I can tell you is that brands that have a blog collect like 60% more leads, or some crazy number. I'd have to look it up. But having a blog helps you collect more leads because it helps to build that know, like, and trust factor. And like I said, you can target multiple points of trust with a blog. Some people are going to trust more what they hear. That can be the audio to your video. Some people are going to trust more what they see. So, demoing the product, right? So all of my lives end up over on my YouTube channel and over on my blog, okay? Some people are going to trust more what they read. And then of your people who read, there are going to be people who are skimmers, and they're mainly going to read headlines. And there are going to be people who read every single word and even find grammatical and errors and spelling errors. So, you can figure out what works best for you in your life, in your lifestyle. And don't forget that getting your blog set up, you can actually hire out. You can even like work with a local college and get interns to do the blog posting for you. Teach them the SEO that you want done, and you don't even have to, you can automate the whole thing and, you know, systematize it where you like might just go live, for example, and demo product and teach product and educate and create content. Someone else edit it, get it, you know, and get it on YouTube, and then someone else or even the same person is responsible for writing the article. You know, and there are so many other shortcuts too. Like there's so many other shortcuts. I don't want to bore you with all the details, but yeah, so this feels so good. My skin is just soaking this up. This is red ginseng. Why did I choose red ginseng? Because it's the original superfood known to boost circulation and brighten skin while helping to prevent hyperpigmentation and protect against free radicals, along with other environmental intruders, thanks to its antioxidant properties. So I was out in the sun quite a bit yesterday, and while I did have sunscreen on, I didn't get burned or anything, which does happen. I just wanted to, you know, do a little some extra to the skin from being out in the sun. So, yeah. I used to always tell people, you know, what it would cost for me to set up, because I call it a blog. It's a really high-powered website, you know, that I set up for myself. You know, it collects leads, it you know, promotes different things, it educates, it does so many different things for me. I would honestly charge like $20,000 to set it up for other people. Not even gonna lie. So, because I know the value of having that system in place. You know, it's like that meme. It's like that meme that says, if it takes me 10 minutes to do something, you don't owe me for the 10 minutes. You owe me for the 20 years, the 30 years to be able to do it. In 10 minutes, that's the best way I can describe why it would cost someone for me to set up the full system of what I do with my blog, you know, including the email nurture sequence and all of the things that has this machine running for me 24/7, 365, or my host is going to hear from me, right? The website host is going to hear from me because it is a machine that is working 24/7, 365, and the revenue is crazy. You know, you can literally create a multiple six-figure business with the way that I have everything set up. Now, that still means you got work to do. You know, you might need to put some other systems in place, and if you're going to automate it and all of that. And so, you know, that's why I'm really selective with clients if I do set up blogs for them, right? And set up, because I'm not just setting up a blog. So if somebody hears like, oh, she's talking about charging $20,000 for a blog, that's a ripoff, because it's not just a blog. It's an entire marketing system. I call it your marketing infrastructure is what I actually would set up for people. It's your marketing infrastructure, right? There are certain things that need to be on certain places and in certain spots. Tamara knows that, right? And because if we put it in this spot or that spot, and I know how to read the heat map, and we got to hook up the analytics, and we got to hook up this, and we got to hook up that, and we got to have this system, we got to have this system talking to this system. So when a person does this, this automatically triggers this, and then another chain of events kicks off. It's like developing a information. It's not an information superhighway, but think of a highway, you know, in a major metropolitan area. Like we were talking with my family last week about how in Houston, how it's just getting higher and higher and higher because they're below sea level, right? And so that's not something cheap that you want cheaply built, because people's lives could be at stake, right? Would you agree that you don't want to cheaply build a highway because people can die. And then now you're dealing with wrongful death lawsuits, right? And so that's the same thing with your marketing infrastructure. You know, I've seen in groups for years, people complain, especially, and I'm not picking on, you know, hairstylists or anything. People, you know, complain in groups. I've seen it in the black hair and makeup groups about hairstylists because they messaged someone at midnight on Saturday and that person was in bed and they didn't hear back from them until Monday, but they were expecting a response right away on Saturday. Well, first of all, why are people messaging you on your personal email? You need to have a business page set up. And then you need to also have some other systems in place so that people at least get an automated response like, hey, we don't respond to emails on weekends, right? That's the kind of thing I help people, you know, set up, you know. If you have courses and workshops, if somebody buys your workshop or your course at 8 o'clock on Friday, but you don't deliver it until 8 a.m. Monday morning, that's not a good look. People expect more in 2022, might as well say 2023. You need marketing and selling systems in place for that, right? Otherwise, you might as well just be doing everything manually. And the problem with manually is you're not collecting and making money in your sleep. You will never make money in your sleep. You will never scale your business up without a solid marketing infrastructure. And that includes direct sellers and network marketers. They are the cheapest people I know who do not want to invest in setting up their marketing infrastructure. However, the people in recent years who have set up their marketing infrastructure are just making more and more and more money because having that marketing infrastructure in place allows them to scale and scale quickly. You know, now there's even like chat box where you can say, drop a certain word in the comments and then boom, they get messages with your freebie or they get messages to sign up for things or to even order. And you got to have somebody in place who knows how to do all of that. So this is starting to dry up. So we're going to pull that off and look at how drenched my face is. Now I typically like to take the extra, and we already really did the neck, but you know, I'll rub it along knees, backs of hands, and other places to make sure that my face isn't looking all nice and tight and young and the rest of my body is looking crazy. Remember that song by CeeLo? Driving me crazy. But if you want your skin, if you want to amplify your glow, this is the routine. I promise you, this routine is everything. We've got some newbies in. Come on in. I don't know if I've mentioned it, but if you want to, before you even think about a blog, you want to work with me, you want to learn affiliate marketing by, you know, working with these products, you can actually get a free $68 retail value palette, your choice of 2 today and tomorrow with free shipping, which is a $12.95 value. It comes to a total of like $81 with any startup kit. It's a great way to work with me. Now, I'm not going to tell you that I'm going to teach you blogging by, you know, signing up for this, but it's something we can definitely look at in the future. Or we could, you know, talk about in tandem too. But we definitely I will definitely teach you affiliate marketing, content creation, and basically social selling online. It is the way a lot of people are going to be able to pay for gas and rent, because what's happening right now with these corporations buying up all this property that's never going to go back on the market is very, very scary. People should definitely be concerned. Should definitely be concerned about that. it's, rent prices, and there's a whole lot associated with that people are not talking about. And I know a little something because I spent 10, 15 years in banking, financial services, and insurance. And this, yeah, it's going to be crazy. So people definitely need multiple streams of income. They need income. And people are desiring to be able to do income, make income from home without having to leave home. I was at my daughter's for a week after Memorial Day, and she works from home for an insurance company now. And, you know, it's ideal for her because she's got an 8-year-old who will be going into 3rd grade, and she has a 2-year-old who is being potty trained and, you know, was born at the, you know, in May of 2020. So just within a couple months of all of this starting, right? And so she needs, you know, to pay for daycare and all these other things. And how can she be in all these different places and take care of, you know, what she needs to do, because she was commuting 45 minutes to an hour each way to work. No. So working from home is something she definitely needed to do. And so I think that's the best part to come out of all of this, is that people are seeing that it's not a stretch dream to think about being able to work from home. Hey girl, hey, thank you, my love. Thank you, Coach Portia. My girl Portia is on here. Make sure you follow her if you're over on TikTok, Coach Portia. She is the bomb diggity. But yeah, she is working from home. She's, you know, gotten in her groove, you know, without mama. And she's gotten in her groove, and she's got her whole system set up. You know, she gets breaks for her work from home job, and she gets her lunch. And, you know, she's got her office set up. And I'm happy to see that, because I remember, you know, and I talked about this on another live, I remember struggling with all that, because, you know, I was the first person in my family to graduate with a 4-year college degree. And my first job out of college, within a few months, I found out I was pregnant with my second. And so, you know, after I had her, you know, and I'm driving 2 hours every day to and from work at least. And I live somewhere where if there's really bad snowstorms, it could be longer than that. And plus I was traveling for that job. It was a lot. It was a struggle. I remember that first few months after I had her, I think it was hormonal, but it was also stress driven as well, that like my edges like just fell out. Like my hair was just coming out, not so much in clumps, but it was just shedding like everywhere. I remember my youngest daughter, her dad complaining about my hair being all over the bathroom. And I think I just broke down crying, because it's like, I've always had nice hair. Even now, even though I wear wigs, I've always had nice hair. And so for my hair to be, and you're going to complain about it? Like, how do you think I feel with my hair, you know, falling out? I think it was not just hormones. I think it was the stress. It was the stress of, how do I make it all work? And I was one of the lucky ones. My kids, I told the story on live the other day. My youngest, I remember, because I only took 6 weeks off from work because I didn't get paid. I legally was able to get the time off. They couldn't fire me, but they didn't have to pay me legally, right? And back then, that job was a crap job. They didn't even pay. You didn't even get paid vacation. You got 0 vacation your first year. They later changed that, but I was one of the last people to start where you didn't get vacation for a full year. So it's not even like I had accrued vacation time that I could use to get paid during that 6 weeks. So I go back, you know, 6 weeks on the dot, was even looking at 4, but they wouldn't let me come back at 4. And we pull up to my grandparents' house, and my grandma opens the door. She's so disappointed that I've dressed this baby, right? So I was one of the fortunate ones, because that was the last day my baby went to my grandparents' house fully dressed. That was the first and last time. After that, she went in her pajamas because grandma wanted to play baby doll, dress her up. And to this day, I remember my grandma saying, she passed away in 2020. I remember her saying before all of this, thank God, she said, that's my baby. That's me and your granddad's baby. You were just the vessel to get her here, right? So I was one of the fortunate ones, and I still struggle. My grandma was the one who told me, go take your, stop, don't do your laundry. Take your laundry and get it outsourced. Pay someone else to do your laundry. You know, she was trying to help me with these little ways for me to be able to balance and be able to do it all. Now, don't get me wrong. There's still other struggles when you're working from home. There's still other struggles that not a lot of people talk about, right? But at least you're in your home and with your babies, right? One of the struggles becomes you need an outlet. You need a break from your baby. So that's when you're happy for your mama to come for a week and take some of the load and be with them and love on them, right? So yeah, so let me finish up. I got 2 more steps and then I'm done talking your ear off. Coach Portia came through and blessed me with all kinds of tiki-talk things here with a present, cloud bread. I don't know what that is. So thank you, love. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We need to catch up. It's been a while. Coach Portia is a work from home, work online, money-making queen. Do you hear me? She is definitely one of the people that I love to have in my circle and keep in contact with because she's always on the up and up. And about her coins. Always, always, always. And that's one thing I will tell you. I have met some of the coolest, most support more than people I've known my entire life, people online. Like, these women are like, they're down and I'm down for them. Like, all because of this thing that I do here. And it all started because I decided to buy a business in a box that, you know, people are making whole YouTube channels and monetizing them against. But that whole business concept led me to all of this. If I hadn't chosen to do direct sales network marketing, I never would have created a blog and even come up with the concept of self-monetizing a blog. I never would have mastered Facebook marketing. I never would have mastered video marketing. I never would have built an account with 25,000 followers on Instagram. I never would have and monetized it, collecting orders and money in my sleep from all over the world. Never would have happened if it had not been for direct sales and network marketing. Never, 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 right? I never would have created my own courses and workshops and sold them digitally again to people all over the world. I never would have hit 3 million views on Pinterest. Never would have made it into the Pinterest Creator Rewards program, which has paid me $7,400 so far for just basically resharing and repurposing content that I've already created, and short form content at that. Brand deals, sponsorships, other affiliate deals, all the affiliate income. That would have never happened had I not first done direct sales and network marketing. And so, you know, if it's something that you're considering, the first thing you got to do is you got to turn down the noise of everyone else and their opinions, because that's what I had to do. Because trust me, with 20 some years of sales, marketing, and leadership experience, double master's degrees, I heard it from everybody. I did. I heard it from everybody. Everybody had something to say about it. Everybody had something to say about it, about what I should be doing with my life. But I'm telling you what all it's done for me. What it has done for me, right? I never would have mastered webinars and being able to sell on webinars. I never would have gone live. I never would have mastered selling on live, right? I honestly would not have learned how to create and make money, because earning money is one thing, right? Your job, all you got to do is just show up and in a lot of cases do the bare minimum, right? And you can get some sort of paycheck, right? Now the paychecks I like, they worked me like a enslaved person, right? They wanted every last dollar worth. But with this thing here online, with blogging and internet marketing, it's all melding into one. It's all melding into one. And what people say about network marketing and direct sales, they're basing it on stuff that happened in the 50s, in the 60s, 70s, even the 80s. And the industry has come so far since then. So I never would have become an online marketing and sales and systems coach. And I ain't cheap, right? Because I'm proven. I'm not just putting things together based off of what I saw on a YouTube. It's based off of what I have tested and tried and learned and mastered. So that's it. I am done with my routine for the night. Ooh, look at that. My skin looks so soft and just incredible. And this routine is the bomb. It really, really is. So tomorrow I'm probably going to go live cleaning my makeup brushes. I'm not even going to take them up. I'll come back down in the morning and take them back up because my brushes definitely need cleaning. I'm actually going to put some brow gel on. Anastasia brow gel. I really got to shout out and thank my girl again, Coach Portia, for all those tips she sent over on the TikTok. Make sure. That. And then, because this is like great, I've got the lip mask on. I'm going to also put on some Bella Bronze because it definitely helps plump up your lips with the hyaluronic acid and the lip gloss. And that is it. We are all ready for bed. Drop some lip gloss on my shorts, my sleepy shorts. So I'm gonna go. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions on blogging, you have any questions on monetizing, affiliate marketing, let me know and I will be happy to answer them for you. My inbox is open. And you can always visit the link in my bio. You can visit the link in my profile, description, caption, wherever you're watching this video, and contact me from there as well, because sometimes these direct messages on these platforms don't work, which is again why I build my email list. So I'm going to go now. Have a great night, and I will see you later. Bye.